I'm Chris Kubal. Here's a look at your local 5 weather impact forecast. And we have a weather impact alert in place for Wednesday. This is going to be for fire weather concerns as we have a dry setup and a breezy wind, dry vegetation on the ground. This does favor fires rapidly exploding in growth should one get going. So we have a fire weather watch in place across the state of Iowa, at least the central part of Iowa. This is going to go right through the daytime portion of the day. That's when those winds are going to be their strongest. Already numerous burn bans across the state, and likely this map is going to continue to evolve and more added to it given the setup that we have. Now watch as the winds, they'll be strong, but then that dry air, the relative humidity is going to drop as temperatures start to pop on Wednesday. That agitates that fire risk. You see it climbing that level from critical, flirting on the bounds of extreme as those wind gusts come in out of the west and south and west at about 40 to 45 miles per hour. So hold off on any burning. I do think we're in a much better situation in that regard by Thursday, but it comes at a bit of a wintry price. Let's talk about futurecast. We do have a cluster of showers and thunderstorms arriving from the west after 7 o'clock tonight. This is a weak cold front that's going to be sliding through, causing this activity. It's not going to be organized, anything like that, but something we will watch is the possibility that one of these cells will accentuate the wind just a little bit. That is going to be the exception, not the rule. And again, this is not a severe weather type of a setup otherwise. As we go forward, Wednesday afternoon, we have plenty of sunshine, temperatures well in the 60s in those breezy conditions. Thursday is where we start to revert back to the wintry theme. You start to see those initial returns showing up in those cooler temperatures over northern Iowa. A rain and snow combo. We are going to be seeing those temperatures plummet as we go late in the day, quite the spread across the state, in fact. But this system pulling in with rain initially mixed with snow, and that snow most concentrated over northwestern Iowa. That's where I see a band getting going and those accumulations in travel troubles. So we'll especially be watching the northwestern part of the state. And if we need a weather impact alert day for this setup, it's more of a northwesterly Iowa target at this point, and it will impact travel as well, and even extending up into Minnesota. There is some wind with this one too, but around the Des Moines metro points south and east, we're going to be seeing things kept to a minimum. Here's our initial offering for a snow forecast. A few inches possible, especially north of a line from Carroll to Iowa Falls. That's where I think 1, 2, 3, even 4 inches of snow will be possible, but the heaviest amounts just outside of the local 5 area to the northwest. 48 degrees tonight is our overnight low, and then 64 on Wednesday. Those temperatures start to dial it back, though, thereafter as the system draws near. Temps widespread into the 60s, one final day, and then we're going to see the bottom drop out. By Friday and into the weekend, we're back to the cool regime. We're talking air temperatures trying to get back to the freezing point. Wind chills in the single digits and teens. In fact, for Saturday night into Sunday, signal that sub-zero wind chills will be descending in from the north, anywhere from about 0 to 10 degrees below for Sunday morning. A sharp return back to reality. We will get a couple of quieter days in Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, some temperatures being a little spirited there, trying to jump back up well through the 40s. And it does look like active storm track in the long run too in the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday timeframe.